Tony in the club with the owner. I can walk on water, pop it like, hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. 30, I'm like around the two, stacking up, I love how my money count on move. With attitude, I got a attitude, and I dropped out of school. I'm going up, check my vertical. Man, I'm breaking every rule. TMZ harassing me, I got a camera crew. I'm addicted to shopping, so everything brand new. I'm friends with the jeweler, my diamonds like Shamu. Hey, she like she applying shampoo. Pretty face, she got a look. Keep a few racks on me. I used to work in the factory. Been hating that never bother me. I make they follow me. Teacher said that I'm a prodigy. When I'm shopping, I don't care what it's costing me. 10 bands, really.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The exhibition season is over. It's time to play for real as the 2018 NFL season is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now for Jordan Howard. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Grade 15.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This is Howard on 2nd down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And, Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. He introduced himself with authority on that play.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this defense holds. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Dancing to his left. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Let's go. 39. Hey, gun.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Hey, wait. Gun. Hey, south. Hey, Tuesday. Tuesday. 20. Go. 21.
On first down, Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, 36 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense heading out. You know, last year at this time, Charles, we said this was a franchise that's kind of been a neutral for a while. They're not neutral anymore. Defending Super Bowl champs. What do you think, favorites again?
I think so, because this team has few holes, if any. Look, your quarterback, Carson Wentz, his backup, Nick Foles, wins Super Bowl MVP. Wentz probably would have won the regular season if he finished out the year. Offensive line, one of the best in the game. Passing game keeps getting better. Multiple runners who can run it and catch it. Flip it over to defense. Tremendous defensive front. They can just swarm and get after you. Great coordinator, very creative. The big thing for them, they have to take everyone's best shot week in and week out during the season.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
There we go. Back. 120.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. Hey, stat. 81. The great 57.
Wentz now to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Run.
From midfield, here's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. The defending champion Eagles having their troubles in this first game since Super Bowl 52, but they've got a 1st and 10.
There we go. Back. 280. Run.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Porky, 82, Porky. Go. 180. Go.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 120. Run. Please. Listen. Run. Sit.
Again, it's Wentz. Batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
Now it's Ryan. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Gun.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down again.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They pitch out to Howard, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Wentz going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Takk McKinley in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Falcons offense, Charles, heading back out there, coming off a 10-6 season, made the playoffs again. But coming off the previous season when they blew that Super Bowl to the Patriots, I think a lot of folks were expecting more in 2017. So now turn the page. What can we expect this year?
They want to return to explosiveness on offense. I mean, that's what they got to get to. You mentioned 2016.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 67 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you could kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
There we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, got it.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half.
21.
But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
steps away to his left. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. Tavecchio puts this one through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
40, I swear, your game is like the shittiest I've ever seen, bro. I don't mean to be hating, but you're going to have to do something different, man. That shit don't work, man.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. To throw is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Go, go. 180! I got 11.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Gray 15! Gray 15! Gold, gold!
Watch twins! Watch twins!
Lion!
To throw, it's Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Vic Beasley in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays.
I don't know what the hell you talking about, do the same play, but you need to change that fucking shit up. Literally. Your shit is fucking garbage, nigga. Change your fucking shit up or something. Or fuck. That shit is straight fucking garbage.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Here we go. 280! Hey, stat! 81!
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. Whoosh. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. So out come the Falcons now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get
for your info. At least my shit is working.
They're on the brink, aren't they?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Freeman again, a first down carry. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
12. Wait. There we go.
Now Ryan on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Mobility is often a good thing for a quarterback. Rarely do you think it's a bad thing. Getting outside of the pocket often breaks down defenses. But you still have to set and throw.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't lose your mechanics even though you're outside the pocket.
And there with the pressure coming, that made that extra tough. Throwing deep here for Coleman. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Takk McKinley in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here we go. 120.
On the toss play, Howard. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit? They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
81.
On third and long, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. Duke Riley in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter. Faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
21.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
21. Hey, Rick Lance. No. On. Gun.
Now Ryan on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Right. Go. Right.
Throwing on first down. Ryan, he goes underneath to Freeman. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
22.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Got a man. It's the first NFL catch for Calvin Ridley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Wentz. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
If the squad ain't with me, They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Brando Givenchy is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your face. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a pogo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck on the road. Found a cable to us like one wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a polio. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. Finna got in the gently. Ain't being friends with these. When I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap. Got a big Benz like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with it, no, it's top notch. I got that chicken to golf. A lot of these was lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Brando Givenchy is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I died. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fuck you with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it for FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these was lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Brando Givenchy is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class. money. Now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vannas. Be cooling out in the whip, and I done near every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just wanna make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
Hey. Okay. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling hard like Uno. Flip like judo. You back to kudo. You and her, no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull hard like Uno. Flip like judo. You back to kudo. You and her, no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Tell me who the hottest that you know. If it ain't me, you Curry gets the flame calling Prince Zuko. Swimming through the money like a flounder. Hold up. I just want the knowledge and the power. Hold up. Why the looking at me sour? Eat it like chowder. Rada. Never gave a about $1. More money mean more problems. Pray for me to fall like autumn. Cause I got it on my own with no help, man. Got a daddy, that's it, in myself, man. They need a new hope. Deliver new. Giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be E.T.? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakishi. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling hard like Uno. Flip like judo. You back to kudo. You and her, no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull hard like Uno. Flip like judo. You back to kudo. You and her, no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Money doubles up like a duo. I just want the yen and the euro. The game up and leave my kids like judo. Money come around like a Hoover. Making free bands in the future. Pockets on the look super. Bills on me blue slot Cooper. Money on my mind just like a tumor. Spread my money out and then I call that a rumor. Curry is on the move, no Uber. People try to block it, shine like lunar. Eclipse wanna take all my chips. When I pop off the like Hummus C-dip. Acrobat with the my flip. Money flow like a battleship. Diddy the new hope. Deliver new. Giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be E.T.? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakishi. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling hard like Uno. Flip like judo.